Like some people are like that. I was thinking of this today. Like good storytellers, right? Like, can a person tell a story? You could take the same exact story and one person could tell it well, and then a different person who just didn't believe it, right? And so I know some people, and I started like counting in my head. I know a lot more, and I won't put them on blast, but they only do a rising action. Like, there's not really a point. Yeah. It's just like there's more. It's like, and then he walked out, and then Sarah was there, and then Sarah went outside, and when she went there, she kept going, and she walked further.
That sounds like a Valley girl.
And that's my story.
I swear, that sounds like a Valley girl, like trying to tell a story like, oh my God, she was there. And then she just wasn't.
And then I walked here and I went there. And then all of a sudden this happened. And then
we got gelato.
And there's no point. And in my head, I'm like, can you just make something up at the end? He'd be like, and then Tom murdered him.
Somebody doesn't, they don't know how to tell stories because they're just like, oh, well, this is what I saw. So I watched her go outside and I watched her come in and I watched her go outside. I watched her come in and then she stabbed him. Like, you could have just went to the point where she stabbed him. Like, why did she stab him? Nobody knows. She just was pissed. And
you have to almost paint a picture to someone though. Cause it's like, even with like direction, you ever talk to a really good customer service rep? I think all my years in customer service is what helped me storytelling. But, flip it around as the person calling in, sometimes I get someone to Stonewall and they're just like, yes, sir. No, sir. Okay. Go here to that. And I'm like, I don't know what you're telling me to do, man. Like, you're not like good at what you're doing. No. But then every now and then you get the person that's like, how are you? Like, let me help you out. Hey, this is going to be not in the place you're normally used to, but don't freak out. When we get there, I'm going to tell you. You know, something that walks you through it.
Yeah. There's
going to be 3 buttons, a red one and a blue one. Those aren't them. Right in the middle is a yellow one. It kind of looks like a light bulb, like with iPhone people. Yeah. And I'm like, I love that. Cause I'm like, that's exactly, she's walking as if she was the one doing it and she knew those buttons would be there. I love that. And so when I became a customer service rep, I used to always do that because we used to get graded. I used to work at Convergys and it was AT&T.
Oh yeah.
And we used to get part of our stats, like to get bonuses or to get promoted was if we can get them to log into the app. Like that was a big thing for, I don't know if it's still the same way. And it was like right when the app came out and people were like, just do it. Can you lower my bill or remove this? I'm like, hey, let me walk you through it. Yeah. And I wanted to get that stat up. And so I got really good at, first of all, convincing someone to agree to do it is hard, especially if it's an older person. Like, can you just do it? You know what? I'm going to save you so much time by showing you right now in 5 minutes or less, and you'll never need to call ever again. So go ahead and pull your phone out. Let me know when you're on the home screen. Like I do stuff like that. So that way they can, all right. They're like, all right. And then I would walk them through and then I did it. So I got really good at like storytelling and literally walking someone through the events that are going to take place. Because it's hard, especially when it's an older person, because you can't be in the room with them. So you really have to anticipate. If I was old and I had no idea what an iPhone was, how would this confuse me? If the answer is yes, then address that ahead of time. Oh, yeah. Because they're not going to tell you they're confused. They're going to be like, never mind, and then hang up.
Yeah. Because they're just going to be like, I'm done with this. I'm tired. You know, I'm going to have my grandkid do it. You know, no, I get that. I do. And then when you're saying customer service voice, there's a guy on YouTube, or not even YouTube, I should say. Like he had like I guess it was like Vine or something. I can't remember how far back it goes, but he was a guy going door to door selling, window cleaner. Right? Have you ever seen that? What I'm talking about?
He was hilarious, right?
Oh my God. Like when he's on point, joke after joke and just this and that, but he made me want to sell, he made me want to buy that. I was like, it was crazy. And then those are the type of people I love to talk to, and because their storytelling, because you said like their customer service, their story, that all works hand in hand. Because one thing in like the film industry, it's all about connections. It's all about making connections, who you know, how you know them, and the better you can get to know somebody, the more you can get them to do. I know it sounds weird, 100%.
But it doesn't sound weird at all.
Yeah, but some people it does. It'd be like, oh, well, I don't want anybody to do anything for me. No, sometimes you need it, and sometimes
and it doesn't have to be sales either, right? If you have a friend, like I go with this, and we'll finish your story. But like even with the people I work with now that are struggling with substance use or something, that you want to get them on, you want to gain some sort of agreement because you want to help them, and nobody wants to get help from someone they don't trust, have no connection with, and they won't even give you the info to help them. Hey, do you need anything? No, I'm good. Yeah. So you have to make a friend and kind of draw it out of them. And then you earn the ability to say, hey, come on, tell me what's going on. And then they go, all right.
You got to get their guard down.
Another place.
Their guard down has to get like, because they're so like, they're, no, I can't. Because, you know, or you're going to make fun of me, or you're going to this. That's everything. That's everything. I mean, that's real life. And that's good stuff to know. Especially, I mean, I hate to say like people who feel like drunks. I've dealt with a lot of them because they'll be like, oh, I have no problem. There's nothing wrong with me. And it's like, but it getting that whole like, hey, yeah, there is something wrong. Like once you get that,
Don't tell a drunk guy to stop drinking. It never works out that way. You got to catch him sober.
It's like you can't tell me that because I don't listen to a drunk.
Yeah. Here's what I learned is most people want to quit drinking when they're drunk. Anytime, and I've been that guy as someone who drink a lot. Like I've been so wasted. Like I'm gonna change my life. Like what I mean? And then the next day I'm like, I'm gonna sober up so I can drink again tonight. And it's literally how
your palms are sweaty, but hit the subscribe button already. Mom's spaghetti is red like the button to which you are heading to click on. Confetti.